After witnessing a match of historic proportions, the women's singles finals between Kazima and Rashmi. Third set, Murli. Last board, 24 each. Amazing game with Kazima having won the World Cup title. Now we on to the men's finals here at the 6th World Cup of Carrom. What an event this has been. I am Dr. Nilesh Mehta, joined by my co-commentator Murli Balasubramaniam. Murli, before we talk about the finals, just a quick word about the women's finals.
It was nerve-wracking. It was fantabulous. It was super thrilling. It was so many things I want to say, but I'm falling short of words here. It was something which everybody was on tenterhooks. There was a large audience seated in the bleachers here. There was a large audience on watching live as well, and everyone would have had their goosebump moments on the women's final between Kazima Youth and Rashmi, experience and world queen of Carrom as well. So I thought it was a brilliant match. It was par excellence, and it was amazing to see them play at this level and so consistently across all the three games. So it was mind blowing.
So, well, that was a brief summary of Kazima's win, the 17-year-old from Chennai winning the World Cup. But now we are going to be describing to you the finals, men's, in this World Cup, the 6th Carrom World Cup between K. Srinivas and Muhammad Arif. K. Srinivas hails from Telangana, known for his strategy and sequencing of his pocketing style. This has, as you see on the screen, head-to-head, Murli, they have played, Arif has won 2, Srinivas has 1. In the Swiss league rank, it's pretty obvious who has taken the bragging rights, 29 to 6.
Yeah.
In terms of their playing style, Murli, you see that Arif is a fearless and flamboyant player compared to Srinivas, who is a patient, precise kind of player.
Yeah, it's so hard to pick. Looks like it's advantage Arif at this point in time from what you see on the screen, but it's going to be an absolutely beautiful game, a battle of wits between two different styles of game. The patient and precise has paid off for Kirsh Srinivas so many times. He's the 4th World Cup Carrom champion in 2014, and the list keeps going on. So he's a highly successful campaigner in the India stage and the world stage as well. So fearless and flamboyant it is, a great description for Arif, and it will not be misplaced. We'll show a great talent on display for you. We are so happy the players are seated.
We are going to switch over to the players area where Arif and Srinivas are seated, and the ICF team of Joseph Mayer, V.D. Narayan, and of course the president of US Carrom and the host nation, the United States, Bala Parthasarthi, are right near the Carrom board. There are some pre-game moments that the administrators would like to share with us, and as soon as they are ready, we will head over to them. But while they are getting ready, Murli, one word I have for K. Srinivas. He is the Chanakya of Carrom. He is the Chanakya of Carrom. One word I have for Muhammad Arif. He is the Virendra Seva of Carrom. And we are going to cut over to Joseph Mayer right near the Carrom board for the finals.
Dear players, dear finalists, on behalf of the ICF, I wish both of you the best of luck and a wonderful fight in the final of the 6th Carrom World Cup held in the USA. And I would like to thank the host, the US Carrom Association, for this wonderful event. So I am sure it will culminate in a wonderful final between two of the currently best players in the world. Good luck from our side.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the culmination, this grand finale of the 6th Carrom World Cup. We are all very happy that you all took the time and effort to travel all the way to the USA, accepting our request to be our guests. And we thank all of you for coming here. And finalists, a very best of luck for both of you. After 6 full days and more than 1,200 matches, you have finally come down to this particular moment. And we're all very eager and are looking forward to seeing a great match. Now, before I go, I would love to briefly ask a quick question to both our finalists. Let me start with Arif. Arif, can you share with everybody how do you feel going into the finals?
मुझे वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल खेल के बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और मैं अपना बेस्ट देने की पूरी कोशिश करूंगा इंशाल्लाह.
Okay. Thank you, Arif. He says he is extremely happy to be playing in the finals of the World Cup and is looking forward to the match. Now let me ask Srini the same question. Srini, how do you feel?
I feel happy, and I was the winner for 4th World Cup, and this is my 2nd World Cup final. Hope I do well, and thanks for USA conducting California 6th World Cup Carrom tournament, and good luck, Arif.
All right.
All the best, referee.
Thank you.
All the best, Srinivas. Arif, good luck.
You can announce the referees.
Referee, thank you. And the chief referee here is Mr. Atul Bhave, and he'll be. And the second referee will be Mr. Kashiram of India. Thank you, sir. And Rahul Tekalor here will be the scorer. Good luck to both of you. And I'll pass the mic to the chief referee now. Thank you.
Well, the players are getting set to start the first set, the first board, Arif versus Srinivas, and the referee Atul Bhave is making some announcements for the crowd here that has gathered at the ICC. And Murli, what a historic occasion this has been for the United States, the host nation for this 6th Carrom World Cup, and what amount of festivities we've had. Your quick thoughts on the World Cup so far?
It's been one of the greatest, most well. It's been. Thank you for that observation and question, Dr. Nilesh. I think it's been a fascinating ride, one of the best World Cups ever organized. We obviously keep raising the bar every time. This time it has been 18 nations coming together to vie for top honors. It's been 6 grueling days of great action, almost 12 hours per day, 13 hours per day in a couple of days. And the players are now made it to the finals. It's been a stupendous journey for everyone involved, the organizers and all the 200 plus players who have had a chance to showcase their skills from across the world. The toss has been now executed, or in the process of getting executed, and Arif is picking who gets to go first, and it looks like it's Arif winning the toss. We'll confirm that very shortly. The board is ready, the players are ready, the coins are ready, the audience is ready, you are ready, we are ready.
So there we are, the first board of the first set between K. Srinivas of India versus Arif from India as well. It's an all India finals. 7 nations started this journey, and it is the 2 players from India who have made it to the finals. And similar situation occurred in the women's singles finals as well, where Kazima beat Rashmi.
Hey,
So here we are, the
be-
first board.
Before the first strike happens, we would like to absolutely thank our sponsors and donors who were making this event happen. This is coming live to you because it's brought to you by Verizon, brought to you by Agilysys, Core Hive, Trinamex, and a whole bunch of others, Carrom Central included, SBI as well. So we are thankful to our sponsors. The first strike is about to happen. It's K. Srinivas who will start us off on this journey. Nobody seemed to be breathing.
A good start for K. Srinivas, the 31-year-old gentleman from the state of Telangana in India.
We talked about K. Srinivas being very meticulous, and you will see that in action. I think there'll be some butterflies in the stomach as it's high stakes. So I do expect them to take a few minutes to warm up to everything that they're playing for.
I was talking to some Carrom players who have come from India, wanting to know some details about the qualities of Arif as a player. And the one word that came to my mind was Virendra Sehwag of cricket, that this man goes all out, no matter what. Now, whether that is going to be on display or not, Murli, we will find out.
Yeah, it'll come down to who wants it more, who can bring it off together. There will be mixed aggression, I would think. You cannot change the DNA of players. And
What a shot that.
meticulousness at display. I think he does have a path here.
Is he going to try to remove this while taking that? He did. And what a shot. And queen followed by the cover.
I would think while playing the queen, he will move this coin out so we can conveniently play or not.
He might rush this and play this to make room. Well, he doesn't probably need the room because this is an open lane.
Yeah, when we play, we need the room. I don't think Srini
They need
is
small
thinking
lanes
of it.
to maneuver themselves. Here he goes. And
That's
what
a
a
very
finish.
big board.
So he's got 7 blacks on the board. And just like that, in a flash, it's
Yep.
10-0.
So we talked about who's going to be aggressive. They're turning tables on each other.
Yeah. So question is, why do we need a T20 in Carrom?
This is T20
Look
for
at
you.
these two guys, the way they are playing. I mean, Arif got what, 1 turn, 2 turns, and it was over in a flash. And can Arif return the favor now? Let's take a look. But what a finish by Srinivas.
So this is board 2 of the 6th World Cup men's final game. Arif to strike.
And remember, the number of boards are irrelevant because this is a full set of 25 points, regardless of the number of boards.
And
As Arif,
and as an audience member, we certainly want them to keep going. Perhaps 48 boards, 1 point a board to get it done.
well, what we saw earlier between Kazima and Rashmi, everybody got their money's worth because it went down to the wire, the last board. 10th board, 11th board, 12th board. As Arif takes a good shot. That shot that he made is not an easy shot, Murli, as you and I would know. And now, what a shot. What a brilliant shot. That's a shot that you can practice 10 times and an average player will get it 0 out of 10 times. And he went all aggressive there. He is no holds barred here.
It'll be very interesting for us to see and peek into Srinivas's mind at this point. I think his calculus is that he will finish this board. I do not see any specific or big obstacles in his path. Um, Instead of us guessing, let's watch the master and Zen go together.
My question to you, Murli, is Arif going to get another turn?
I suspect not.
Look at the rhythm, how he picks up his striker after every stroke, takes his time, puts the striker back, and plays that shot. Now he picks up his striker again. So you will see that rhythm that the players develop over time. What a
That's
lovely
a
shot
beautiful
that is.
shot.
And he got one defense. So there is one insurance coin and a beautiful cut. So we are going to witness potentially a black slam.
Arif is not going to get this striker.
And he just misses that.
Or not.
So Arif does get a turn. Is he going to use that coin to release?
No, I would think he'll bring the black down a little more for insurance, because he needs a free hand to go to the finishing part of this board.
Now, does he touch this while taking this? No. And now,
It will be a little bit of battle of nerves.
so 6 points. 6
Doesn't
points
matter.
to K. Srinivas. He moves on to 16. So it's 16-0 after 2 boards. And here is the replay. And I want you folks to watch one particular shot. And he started off very well, and that is the shot. That was a beautiful shot. And of course, the run by K. Srinivas Murli, absolutely brilliant.
Experience counts for something, and K. Srinivas, this is not his first rodeo for sure. He's been on the world stage from a very tender young age. He has the nerves to withstand, and he has the clarity of mind to go through with what he wants to accomplish. Again, folks, Arif is not a pushover. He has made it to the finals of the 6th World Cup. His journey has been as fascinating as Srinivas's third board.
And look at the break. He's got 2 coins on his right side and 1 on his left side. 3 white coins in his first break.
I won't say this is as good as his first break, but only a few more seconds will reveal a little more about this. We do have 3 of Arif's coins here, so generally considered a good outcome, at least, if not. That's an uncharacteristic miss. I think the 16-0 score led to that miss. It's a
Now you just
fascinating shot.
wonder where did the stroke come from. I mean, Murli, you and I have played a fair bit of Carrom, but when you see strokes like that, all you can say is wow.
Absolutely. This is
So there you are, folks. Miss by K. Srinivas. One miss and the opponent level has to capitalize.
I think the pressure is showing on RF at this point in time. He needs this board badly, and we need to figure out how it's going to manifest.
That's a good shot.
Beautifully done.
He brought the
move.
white here as a defense, so Arif can be a bit more free and think about these two coins as well.
I think this is a
And
better move. I like the idea that he moved that white out of the picture to ensure he gets a turn back. Now it has to be some pocketing excellence that we need to see. He won't be playing this coin simply because it opens up the rebound shot for
what
him.
a shot there.
And I think he has to be a little more thoughtful.
What a shot there.
He has to be a little more
Arif,
thoughtful about managing this board.
Lovely shot there. Is there enough room between the second slip and gully for that rebound?
So similar, is it not? Certain positions on the board, constantly changing, fluid motion. He has to worry about this a little bit before Arif gets to this part. That's exactly what he does. That's an interesting choice, a safe one. In chess, we keep talking about how a good chess player gives more than one problem to solve, and that is what keeps them going. And I think that's exactly what Srini is able to accomplish at this point.
Oh, beautifully placed. And the defense to bring it back to this base. That's not an easy defense, folks, to bring coin sitting right over here to bring it back. But
should Srini miss this turn?
And that's a beautifully thought. He opens up this lane and brings the opponent's coin here. Now that's thinking strategy, the Chanakya of Carrom. Srinivas.
Well done, Arif. Ensuring that he probably is going to get a turn back. I think we will have him go there or not. I've been not able to second guess these folks at this point.
Beautifully done. It shows the pressure on the coin to bring it back as a defensive strategy. And
this position typically makes it a little more easier because this acts as a guide for that shot.
And now Arif, can
Has
he
to
open
finish.
his account and stop a rampaging Srinivas?
Cat and mouse.
There you
Cat
go.
and mouse.
He opens his account. Arif, at this level, it doesn't really phase them that they are behind 16 points. They just want to get their portion started. It's 1 point to Muhammad Arif of Lucknow, India.
Battle of Giants.
And here is you could see what a wonderful break it was with 3, 4 and 5 and that shot that he played. And then
I thought Arif began to express himself at this point. This is jousting proposition, not a quarter given, not a quarter taken away. And then they close out.
and it's Arif's break.
It's a hardly fought or very hardly fought 1 point for Arif, but it opens the account. I guess it's a pretty good break, though coins didn't go, and
What is important here is
the queen is back there.
Srinivas brought the queen in his base. And that always plays on the mind of the opponent, doesn't it, Murli? that the queen is sitting in their home.
And not for long. He just missed it by cat's whisker there. I think Arif is counting on this providing a little trouble for Srini to express himself. I guess Srini cleans up the queen and the follow after that and does it calmly.
Queen covered by Srinivas.
Yeah, whether this happens or this happens, we need to see. I think we'll know soon. He did unblock himself there after with that shot. I think most of these coins should be easy pickings. We'll see how Srini is going to navigate that.
Not a bad miss, Murli. At least he got his coin by the pocket.
Not
But
for long.
Srinivas with utter disdain gets rid of that one.
It's beautifully done. You could see the focus in his eyes.
What is next for Srinivas? How does he press this and put it in? Of course,
He is not going to do what we're going to think he's going to do. I think he's still trying to unblock himself on those two coins out here. And he was coming back onto the screen in the previous turn. That's
Good
beautifully
shot.
done. I think I would call it an advantage Arif at this point on this board. I think
Again,
the
a good
sequencing
shot.
would be the two cuts in the broad sides and very carefully executed back shot into that at the very end. He misses that. Probably rushed into that shot, Doctor.
yeah. And now he doesn't want to touch this one, but somehow has to figure out what to do. And
I think-
Srinivas is in a bit of a bind, Murli, at the moment.
Yeah, I think
Now?
this goes this way. That would what normal players would do, and Arif is to the task.
Beautiful shot. Lovely shot. 4 points to Arif. Arif now moves on to 5. Arif moves on to 5.
That sounded like what you do, I can do better kind of a deal.
Absolutely,
It's
yeah.
beautifully done.
We can see the replay here. That's Arif. That's Srinivas. And you can see how nicely he released that. So he could cut that coin. And a brilliant finish.
That miss he had did not cost him, and I think it was based on the insurance that he definitely had here, going for the third pocket at the very end.
That's K. Srinivas now setting up his board number 5.
I saw determination in his eyes in the close-up that we just had.
Unquestionably. Srinivas has that characteristic 2-coin touch before he breaks.
And this is strike number 5. Unlike other formats also which was used throughout the past 6 days, in the finals it is there's no limit in terms of number of boards. We are going to have the players express themselves, bring all their guile into the picture as well. And
Lovely
we'll
cut
see-
pull.
We'll see oodles of it.
When in the break the coins do not go, it becomes a little tricky because nothing really is open. So you have to become creative and strategize your board, and there is no better player at strategy than K. Srinivas in terms of sequencing the coins that he takes. I think he is one of arguably the best in terms of strategy and sequencing of coins.
Undoubtedly, his videos are watched by millions of people all around the world just to learn a few things there. Uh, and the methodicalness, correct? He's very methodical about what he does.
He just seems to be one of those studious type of carom players. You could see that particular board in the break. He was not able to pocket a white, but now how the situation is for Srinivas. He didn't want to leave that easy coin that was sitting here for RF.
With which he could have done wonders, I thought. So that's a good move from Srinivas on the previous turn.
We were talking about the terms for that particular coin, Murli. We call it the bomb coin, the magic coin, the idea coin. Do you have a new name?
No, we'll stick with the bomb shot. I think that's the most popular description for it because it is it explodes into something altogether different. The formulations on the board completely change. I love the way RF is going about at this point. I would say RF is also methodical. While this seems to be a clean shot, and I think he needs to trust himself with this as an insurance while he plays this one. That puts both of them, I thought, in a precarious position.
Beautiful shot.
Expected that, but nicely done.
If he presses it here, the black goes in, the white comes out.
At least that much. That creates the element of doubt, but not to these guys.
You're
there's
going
the
for a
world's
sharp cut.
bestest.
What a cut. What a cut. You have to be so precise, Murli. You and I know that's a brilliant cut. And a double touch shot coming up. Beautifully executed. What a finish by Srinivas.
I'm not sure whether I am a commentator more or a spectator more. It's been a fascinating display of skills by Srinivas and Arif. I thought Arif did have a chance with the 4 coins left to actually finish up the board. I think it's an appreciative and educated audience we have in the arena. A lot of good shots are being applauded.
Absolutely. And Srinivas has taken the lead, 20 points to RF's 5 points. And that's the shot, the cut, and then the double touch. So it's RF to break. He trails 5 to 20. This is the first set of a 3-set match for the 6th Carrom World Cup, the men's singles finals.
That is a fascinating break. I can see
Only 3 coins remain in the circle.
I'm sure they've done it a million times to get to this point where they probably know exactly where each coin is going to go of the 3 or 4 variations of breaks they typically tend to use.
And he has this bomb in case he needs to use it on this side.
Is he going to do that?
Would you technically call this a potential slam break, Murli?
Absolutely. He's probably able to smell the roses, if you want to call it that. I think he will move the black out of the way at the top. He did try that. I'm not sure where he wanted to play.
This is blocking the red.
These two guys don't also have a clear path, so I think it'll be interesting to figure out how he manages that.
Can he cut this here? That is the question.
That'll be interesting to watch. I think that's what exactly is.
Oh goodness, what a shot. What a shot. And now he opens up this lane here. And
the queen is still not a very straight path. The
What a
oohs
nice
and ahs
run
that
by
come
Arif.
out. Pretty well done, Arif. I'm sure in the audience we have multiple supporters of the two different players we have, and that is very typical. I do expect a great fan following for the kind of style of play and success they've had in India and elsewhere in the Asia Cup as well.
Well, this is as big a stage as you can imagine. Singles finals, Carrom World Cup, hosted by the United States, and a rare miss by K. Srinivas, which allows an opportunity. Oh, squandered. You do not give those openings to Mr. Srinivas. He will make you pay for it, isn't it, Murli?
Absolutely. I thought both of them uncharacteristically missed, and once again, I still think Arif is going to go for it. He needs some more points on the table to make a match of this, or he could potentially bring the queen down as well. Buying him
He
a
wants
little
this
more time.
board. He has to have this board to remain competitive. Otherwise, it could be first set over. And
That was a mistake. I thought he was wanting to have a deeper cut.
oh, misses it.
Is it? Are we jinxing them by any chance, Dr. Saab?
Takes his time, covers the queen. Now he's got 4 black coins on the board. All he can do is take only one at a time. He's taking his time. And that's a mess. Now, do you
It's
normally
been
cut this
4
coin or
times.
double touch? What would you do here?
I think he's going to cut. I'm not so sure I would do what he's
What is
trying to
Arif
do.
doing here? Trying to get some defense or what?
Perhaps. I think that's probably.
Was that
an un-
necessary?
I thought not. He has the skills to hit those coins without having to worry or think about it.
I mean, he's trailing by 15 points, and it was a straightforward double touch or
Yeah,
a,
I would
or a
assume.
cut.
Yeah,
I shouldn't say straightforward. Nothing is straightforward. And see, Srinivas made him pay.
That's a steal.
And that was
takes.
probably, in retrospect, when he looks at his own game,
I think.
probably not necessary.
Yeah, I think that's a missed opportunity for RF to put some more points on the board. It's not over yet till the fat lady sings, they say. This particular game is still, in my head, wide open. They both of them missed 3 times, and
Yeah.
you'll see a couple of those happening soon. This is the highlights from the previous board.
Yeah, I mean, when he looks at this particular board and looks at that coin,
I think we are showing the one before. It's not
Yeah.
the previous board. It's the one before.
correct, not the
Uh,
shot.
all said and done, I thought nerves are coming out wide in the open. Both of them who would never have missed 4 times. There's no board count for this match. It's a full match, full game, that is. Still, this is the 7th break of this game, and we just saw Srinivas break it. And it's a relatively not so open break.
And Murli, that previous board allowed Srinivas to get 4 points. More importantly, he goes to 24, 1 point away from the set.
Yeah, the step away from paradise from this game.
And
He unblocked himself, but
that's what is happening, because now he is going all out. Srinivas, get the red and take that. And then he's got this rebound to try and get
Yeah, he will
those
go for
two.
this one first.
And then, oh,
It's a lucky break.
now I'm not exactly sure whether it was planned or
He did raise his hand, so definitely not fully planned.
he's going to go all out. We know that, because he is 1 point away. He's not going to give any room here, and he is going for his slam. Oh.
He's still calm and composed. A great quality to have. Arif will try to sort of concede this game in one sense.
Even at this stage, taking coins with confidence.
And that's what I thought. It's very difficult to defend this coin for Arif, though he probably has the weapons to do it.
So there we are.
He practically considered that board, that game. I think they're going to switch sides now, and as we expected, it's a brilliant display of skills by both the players. I thought the first 10-point board did put the advantage on Srinivas.
Without a doubt. I mean, Srinivas was on fire right from the get-go, very aggressive. Arif tried to play catch-up, but there was no looking back for Srinivas the way he played. There were a few moments in a couple of boards where Arif could have done something differently, but overall, that was Srinivas's set as they get ready for set number 2 in the 6th Carrom World Cup. This is the men's singles final. The World Cup being hosted by the US Carrom Association in the city of Milpitas, California, in the Bay Area. Now that they switch sides, they want to ensure that the flow of their striker is good. Arif clearing the frame, making sure all the boric acid is gone, because whenever there is a little bit of boric acid, it could play a big role sometimes, right, Murli?
Yeah, absolutely, spot on. As well as they're checking out the slope, they need to understand whether the slope comes into play or the playing surface is even, and if there is anything they need to adjust their strokes for. RF will start the second set or second game. It will be great to watch how is he going to respond. I think a slam would be nice. Nine coins on the board, but still a very good strike. It doesn't necessarily provide a lot of options for Srini to navigate, and he does what he has to do. He clears his space for his strokes to flourish.
Even though Srinivas in his turn did not get any coins, but you see how he brought two of his coins to his home.
Yeah, the intent was obviously to make sure the block goes away and also set himself up nicely with opportunities. I think I've seen Arif play for the past 7 days. He's been an amazing attitude and that he brought to the table, and I found it fascinating that he has 9 slams in the past week, all in the game. 8 of them were white slams and 1 of it was a black slam. So we will see, if I was a betting man I would count on it, that Arif is potentially going to respond with a slam at some point in this particular game.
good shot because he wants to keep the white behind as an insurance coin.
Hey, Doctor, what are your thoughts on reputations of the opponent coming into play when you actually sit to play, let's say, a super skilled, super successful carom player?
The reputation in terms of
Reputation.
reputation.
Okay.
Well, that was a question that I had when Kazima and Rashmi played. And I asked Kazima that the reputation of Rashmi Kumari precedes your playing carom, and does that come into play at all? And young Kazima said, no, I play my game. But to answer your question, Arif knows his game very well. He's going to play to his strengths. At the end of the day, Murli, you have the striker, you attack a coin, and it's in your hands. What the opponent does is not in your hands. So that is what makes this particular sport even more interesting. As Arif now is going for this black. Srinivas, I apologize. And because they switched. And Srinivas now going for the finish. Look at that. Look at the pace with which he hit right in the middle of the pocket. And the coin says, I'm going to go into the pocket. There is no hesitation whatsoever. So 6 coins on the board. This is
I
set
love the way
number
you
2.
I love the way you said the coins decide whether to go into the pocket or not based on who is striking. So, hey, just to remind ourselves, this is the 6th Carrom World Cup men's finals, brought to you live by a bunch of sponsors. This is brought to you by Verizon and Trinamix, Core Hive, Carrom Central, SBI, and a whole bunch of others. We thank them for their largesse in terms of bringing this game to you live to a worldwide audience. I would like to call out what do you think about the visuality of the green frame, I mean the blue frame on the board?
We did a pitch report with Bala, and I think the blue color is brilliant as K. Srinivas gets ready to break. Second board of the second set.
Not we
First set 25-5 in favor of K. Srinivas.
Not a strike you would have expected, but a little slip. The geometry comes into play, but definitely not something perturbing to Srinivas. He once again, like in the first game, goes off to a brilliant start. He started with a 10-point board on the first game, and he repeats himself with a 9-point first strike. First draw of blood.
Sometimes you just wonder, how do you stop a juggernaut like K. Srinivas when he's on a rampaging mood like that?
We'll find out soon, I guess. I do think Arif has all the skills to battle this assault, the juggernaut.
But
I think
if you just wait for Srinivas to make mistakes and then capitalize, it's not happening. The guy is taking everything that is being thrown at him.
that's so aptly described. I'm not so sure whether that was a mistake, but it does open up the queen for Arif on this turn. I don't think he's going to make a mistake on it. Multiple choices for him to cover the queen, and it's a mess.
I was having lunch with both Arif and Srinivas just before the match started, and they were as friendly as two friends can really be. It was great to see their camaraderie as team members, and now their opponents. So it was really good to see that thing misses the red right in front of the pocket. And
Will the
This is what I was talking about. If he makes some mistakes now, Arif has to capitalize and make that count. So
I think
It-
we'll see that starting to happen. I have a feeling about this. That surely RF is. It's time he showed up, and he is showing up. Thank you for that, Umaid bhai. I appreciate it. Hopefully, it comes to you more unfiltered as an audio, and probably consistently. Thank you so much.
beautiful shot. And that is what I'm talking about.
Uh,
Srinivas opened up, and now Arif is going to make it pay by winning the second board, and he does, and he does. That's the confidence he needed. A little opening, and Arif jumps on it. So second board in favor of Arif.
Hope
And
this spark now becomes a fire.
That's the key. That's the key. And at this moment, at this level of competition, all you need is a couple of those moments where Srinivas missed the queen, and Arif now pounced on him to get those 8 points. So Arif 8 and Srinivas 9. In the first set it was Srinivas was running away with a 16-0 lead, but Arif has put the brakes on, and it is Arif's break. And,
That seems to me to be a pretty good.
and red is open.
Yeah. He's
wants
going to
to
get
make
that out of
space.
the way, so he gets the space to do that.
Red is open. He has the cover here if he wishes.
That's beautifully done.
He has this as an option for the cover as well. And well done by covering the queen.
At some point when he's playing this, he has to move this out of the way for this guy to be taken as well.
True. And it is exactly what he's planning. No, he went for this pocket here.
I think that was also a great option. He wanted to make sure that he gets a turn back, and I thought he was not going to take an additional new risk.
Nice cut shot by Srinivas.
I think that may be an error he will have to pay for, and that's what he's nodding his head. You can see that you never lose, you win or you learn. The nod of his head is what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
That's the second miss, and I think it's still okay.
Nice
He
cut.
does that nicely.
Nice
At-
cut.
When he does play this, I think he would be thinking of disturbing this, so he gets unblocked. But I'm not sure. I think he's going to play that first.
Oh,
That was
lovely shot.
that was done so
What?
easily. Let me tell you, it's one of the most difficult ones to execute with that angle. Oh, we
That
didn't
was a
talk about
tremendous
that.
shot. And this was the connection he tried to play. And now Srinivas has his work cut out. Yeah, that is another opening that Arif has gotten.
Luck favors the brave, or not.
And look at that shot.
Yeah.
We were talking, Murli just mentioned, very difficult to execute.
They say 3 times is a charm, and it's now the 4th opportunity for Arif to close out. He would first take this and go wide,
And
and while he takes this cut, he would potentially have to come down to have a chance to finish this board.
unfortunate. Unfortunate. He did bring the striker back after taking this coin, but unfortunate that it kissed the black and went in.
So for the folks who are new to the game, when your coin as well as your striker goes into the pocket, it's called a due or a different kind of technical foul, and two coins are placed in the middle. And as you see, what Srinivas did.
Now that gives Srinivas an opening.
Yeah, I think apart from everything that looks absolutely straightforward, this would be something he would connect and bring this down.
And he has the advantage here too, if he wishes.
That'd be interesting to see if he goes in the right or left direction on this. I think this choice will tell it all. I think the queen in the white comes down, and it's a mistake. With this bang in the center, I do think Arif is potentially going to go for this, or this is probably too far. He was clever enough to remove this block from, or remove that coin from there. So they seem to have an answer for every problem
They seem
it's
to be,
produced.
Nice defense.
We'll see a little bit of that cat and mouse at this stage.
And look at the way he brought it in. You see where it is
Yeah.
sitting.
The-
It's brilliant.
The intent itself was not to actually pocket it. The temptation to do that. I think he's trying to bring this down while he pockets this. That's a choice, but it needs extraordinary skill levels to do that.
No,
That's a failed attempt.
that's
I
a
think he
failed
would have been
attempt,
better off defending the
that
other
gives an
queen.
easy finish to Srinivas. Do you think that Arif is trying a bit too much, trying to be too creative, and
I thought there were one too many problems for Arif to solve. He could not capitalize on 4 or 5 mistakes that I saw, or unforced errors from Srinivas on that board. I think some nerves for both of them. Now that the scores are sort of pretty close to each other, I think that came into play quite a bit. Again, very uncharacteristic. Something both of them will not want to repeat again.
I just thought that Arif had that opportunity to capitalize, but he was trying something a bit outside the box.
I think the idea that he took the queen and the cover, Arif, would have sort of emboldened him to go a little, because the loss is not too great. That puts Srinivas up by 2 points. This is the 4th strike. We are watching the men's singles final of the 6th World Cup in the beautiful sunny California, United States of America.
Well, we have a pretty packed house here with the gallery viewing the finals, the men's 6th World Cup finals here in California, with K. Srinivas leading 11-8 after 3 boards in the second set. K. Srinivas having won the first set 25-5. So the customary 2 white touches.
I have a strong sense that we're going to see a slam either in this or the next one. It's due. Sometimes in cricket we go by what's the average number of runs before a wicket happens. Too many balls without a slam now. I think we're going to see that happen.
Well, you, me, and entire crowd would be cheering for that. They have come here to see some good Carrom, and there are plenty of Carrom spectators who have come in to watch these champions.
That slam was not happening now.
We certainly hope you are enjoying the production and watching the World Cup finals between these two, K. Srinivas and Arif.
This is an interesting position to watch for at some point in time if it's kept as is without being disturbed. From a Srini point of view, that can be potentially used pretty dangerously. It's all focus and deep concentration for Arif.
Good shot.
That's a beautiful shot to bring his other black down.
And he disturbed that bunch because
It's
the shot for Srinivas, as Murli was referring to.
I thought the previous shot, I thought he played a little bit in a hurried way. That's why he did not move there. I thought the intent was correct, the execution was flawed a little bit. I don't think either player
This
will
is
have
not
it.
this is not a simple connection.
Mhm.
Uh,
The risk appetite on this game has reduced. I think they're playing about the 50% level of risk. Now their insurance has been created. I think we'll see Srinivas go for the finish. Or not. The risk appetite continues to be low. If he's able to bring this one down, I think he'll be happier to attempt the final coin. He did try that. It's a deeper angle that was required for him. This is still going to come into play at some point on trying on Arif's chances of clearing this. He had to get the double touch right for him to have a chance at the last coin.
take this here.
I yeah.
Now, Arif gently takes that.
Nicely done.
Keep it close by so that he has an opening here. And a beautiful shot.
Good call.
Well done. Well done by Arif. Coming back. Coming back in the second set. Srinivas with 11 points. And we have now finished a total of 3 boards. And Arif leads 15-11.
The queen having grabbed by Arif in the previous board. Right now it's advantage Arif. I think he's sensing a way to stop the flow of Srinivas. I think it's compounded by the idea that Srinivas is missing a few sitters. Jury is still out, but if I was Arif, I would be sensing the nervousness there. I would like to push the envelope a little bit.
And we all want the wishes of Mr. Murali Balasubramaniam to be completed. He wants to see a slam, and so do all the folks in the audience.
Not a great strike to enable a slam when most of the coins, generally speaking, when I have seen people score slams, that portion would, after the strike, have only 3 or 4 coins. When that happens, it's far more easier to score a slam. These blocks don't help you, the one in the bottom portion of the screen. So while he's still going to attempt one, it's going to be extraordinary skill levels required. And you'll see some of that for sure.
And Arif is a significantly more risk taker compared to Srinivas. We've seen some of the shots that he's attempted. And now Srinivas has the field open. He's got this one sitting here. This one, he has an open lane there. This one. Look at that shot. He just pushed it in here.
Some more insurance for sure.
Yeah.
I think he did that to make sure that he can play that shot with more freedom.
What a lovely shot. What a lovely shot that was.
So, should he not have brought this in here in the previous turn, it would have been difficult for him to go for that previous shot. This is what RF needs to take advantage of. That's so nicely done and so simply done. It'll be interesting to both of us or all of us in the audience to actually see how he's going to navigate this. I'm not going to second guess him.
Is it in here? No?
It's a very
Defense?
difficult call to have that. I think he's trying to play both defense and offense here. I'm not so sure it would work very well. I think
They
he has a
we
second
also
thought.
look at there's any powder around here on the frame. If he's going to use.
Great call, Dr. Saab. I think you were spot on. I'm not so sure it's safer ground for RF yet. This would still, I keep coming back to that. And I suspected he also thinks it's not that easy to make it.
Smartly done.
Last couple of days, I had a chance to actually watch Arif play closely out here, and he was making all of his base cuts. I would say 9 out of 10 every time in around the entire place here. That is beautifully done. Still something.
Oh.
Yes, to navigate. The palms would be sort of sweating a little bit. Some of them carry a towel. Srinivas does carry a towel on his lap to make sure the moisture in his hand from nerves or any other factors are out of the equation. And I thought it was a great opportunity for Arif to do something with that.
You see the replay here? Just what the smoothness of the stroke and how the coin just glide in. The coin is not really debating should I go in the pocket or not. I am told to go in by Mr. Srinivas
I
or
thought
by Mr. Arif, and the coins listen to them. When I play Murli, my coins don't listen to me. How come?
You're not a coin whisperer. They are. So I thought the attempt that was made here in the previous replay by Arif, if it had paid off, it would have been great.
It's Srinivas to break now.
I want the slam.
Srinivas 13, Arif 15. Srinivas has won the first set. Well, not going to happen, Mr. Murli Subramaniam. Not at the moment.
Fingers crossed for the next one.
Now, is he going to go like this or?
Yeah, he's going to use the. We just saw it. I don't want to describe something that has already happened. I want to guess what's going to happen. It's more funner.
So that sets up an interesting board because they are not used to this kind of setup, right?
Yeah, it's been 3 turns and nobody's pocketed a coin yet.
So normally they get 2 turns each and the board gets over. So now They'll have to create positions and do a proper board management, like you manage your folks at work. So Arif is making
While we wait for
good shot.
what our folks are going to do on the board, a quick word. Dr. Nilesh is an oncologist of high repute, and he has been playing Carrom forever and is a very passionate broadcaster, radio commentator.
Beautiful shot there.
I'll take a pause there. That was extremely nicely done. I think the only reason he would stay aggressive is because of that coin, Arif. So this still has a nice. This guy has a nice path to the pocket. I think the other black may go down for him to. That's what I expected. This should have sort of, if he took a second more, most likely he would have made that shot a little
You're
more easily.
seeing-
I thought he rushed into that shot.
On the previous shot, you just saw Arif and the referee Atul Bhave on your screen. And now K. Srinivas. Reducing ins coins one by one. Yeah, this one open.
Right thing to do. I didn't have to budge or remove any other coin at that point. I would not think these two are a clear path yet. There is some degree of difficulty in getting that in. If this moves the black, it does.
Oh, lovely
ever so
shot there.
slightly. He's going to use that to get to this guy.
You know, Murli, when he took this coin, he just told this black, just get out of my way. I need to go in.
Yeah, I think he would take the one in his left corner, and this
And
would
the
be
shot
both
that
the coins.
Arif played earlier, remember?
Yep.
Can he repeat?
He's
Oh
pretty
boy,
good at
does
it.
he do that? Wow,
Pretty good at it.
two
Good
in a
call.
row. What a shot. Brilliantly executed.
Yeah, the euphoria produced by a packed audience in the auditorium does not deter Arif's concentration there. We saw him. I think he has that look in his eye to give us that slam that we all have been waiting for. He has had 9 slams in the tournament already, 8 white slams and 1 black. And fingers crossed from my point of view.
When I spoke to Arif during lunchtime, he wanted to thank his mom and dad for the support. Mom, Shaheen Jahan in Lucknow, and father, who is in business, Muhammad Khalid. He is greatly indebted to both his parents for giving him all the support. Arif also owns a Carrom club for the last 2 years in the city of Lucknow in India, and has risen through the ranks and is here facing K. Srinivas.
We will discuss the reason for the applause in a little bit. While we were talking about Arif the person, Arif the player, is focusing on the slam I was rooting for, and it's not to be. The wait continues. My sense is that Srinivas is going to make a fist of this. We should, after this turn, potentially see very few black coins on the board. sometimes no words are a lot of words for us to soak in the talent we are seeing on the screen.
It's unbelievable talent. Remember, guys, these guys practice 6, 10, 7, 10 hours a day. Srinivas works for Indian Oil Corporation, as do so many of the other players who have come here to the United States. Srinivas has won 4 national titles, 2 times the Federation Cup, 1 time World Cup, and the Champion of Champions 1 times. So his resume is almost as good as Mr. Murli Subramaniam. I'm talking about your resume at work.
That was a chance for a slam out there. I thought if not the white, we'll get a black slam and not to be. I think this will pose a problem to both the players. I think they have to find a way to navigate that. That should be easy pickings with the white being pushed there as a defensive option. Not enough. So this would be a simple line cut. There'll be some amount of defense for
You're
sure.
going to bring the black here.
Yes. You do need an insurance to solve this problem. He will probably need a couple of turns. Neither of them are going to give a quarter away. It's important for Srini to maintain his momentum. I think both players. He's going to bring it down. He was trying to bring this down a little bit and a little inaccurate, resulting in potentially a kiss of this. It's going to be a kiss of that, and that's what it is.
What a shot that was to finish board.
The defensive attempt by Arif did not pay off, creating that opportunity for Srini to take the bacon home. It was very interesting that he capitalized on it, and now we have the scores inching towards perfection for both of them.
And it is K. Srinivas's break. He is just getting his boric acid properly sprinkled over the board, getting the frame to be cleared as referee Atul Bhave watches on carefully. Setting up, just watch how he sets up. It's the same thing every single time. He will touch 2 whites. Number 1 and then number 2. And then he'll be ready for the break.
It's almost like a prayer when he does that.
It's a routine that he just practices day in and day out. So while taking this coin, he's going to open up this bunch a little bit. So
I'm
he
not
can-
sure he'll be very comfortable doing that, but he'll probably nudge it a little bit, yeah.
That's all he needed, but hasn't really opened up that much.
He won't have pushed for a stronger, what do you call, shot in the previous one. That's because he doesn't want to provide an opportunity for RF to sort of complete, because I don't think there was enough resistance on the board for RF to complete.
Good rebound.
It's still very interesting. He will perhaps try to move this out while he plays this at some point.
I don't know if this is going in here though, Murli.
That is awesome. The coin at the mouth was used. Now here's the queen and the cover in the sides. The block removed as well.
Beautiful.
We're going to see the slam. We are going to see the slam finally. If it is a
confirmed.
slam, we are
And
done.
Murli,
It's game, set, and match.
your wish looks like it may come true. 2 coins remaining, the home shot. And if K. Srinivas takes this coin, he becomes the world champion with a white slam. He becomes a world champion with a white slam.
Yeah. So this has been a fascinating ride. Confetti all over. K. Srinivas retakes the throne as the best player for the 6th World Cup. This has been an amazingly fascinating journey for Srinivas, and Srinivas, it is awesome, awesome, awesome. So Srinivas is happy. He's achieved his goal. This has been an absolutely amazing, thrilling slam. I got my wish. He got his wish. Everybody gets their wish. Srinivas, it is besting Arif Mohammed in this final iteration. He is the champion. He is the men's single champion. K. Srinivas is of the 6th World Cup here in California. We have we expected a new champion emerge who is very, very capable of it, and there is some music all over, and he is going to be dancing all night. And there we have over to Dr. Nilesh, who's there standby. Dr. Nilesh, it's up to you.
Next to me, but let me first speak with Arif. Arif, आप अच्छा खेले, लेकिन आपकी क्या राय है आपकी गेम के बारे में आज?
मैं थोड़ा अच्छा नहीं खेल पाया, मगर श्रीनिवास भाई बहुत अच्छा खेले, इसीलिए वो वर्ल्ड कप चैंपियन हुए।
मुझे आपसे ये पूछना है कि 2-3 बोर्ड में ऐसा लगा आप कुछ आउटसाइड द बॉक्स शॉट्स खेल रहे थे। वो जो आप शॉट्स खेल रहे थे वो हाई रिस्क हाई रिवॉर्ड वाले शॉट होते हैं। तो ये आरिफ भाई की नेचुरल गेम ही थी या वर्ल्ड कप में कुछ आपको अलग दिखाना था?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ अलग दिखाना नहीं था, ये मेरा नेचुरली गेम है जो कि मैं खेल रहा था।
Congratulations to Arif for being the runners-up of the 6th Carrom World Cup men's singles. I was having lunch with both these gentlemen just before the match started, and Srinivas predicted कि हमारा मैच इतना लंबा नहीं चलेगा जितना लेडी सिंगल्स चला था। हम लोग T20 ही खेलते हैं। But Srinivas, what a brilliant performance. 2 straight sets and finishing, boss, with a white slam. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
तो आपके हाथ में क्या जादू है? दुनिया जानना चाहती है, बताइए।
हर एक प्लेयर का एक एडवांटेज होता है। मेरा एक मतलब मेरा पर्सनल है, मैं एक क्रोकोडाइल का एनिमल को चूसता हूँ मैं विदिन, क्योंकि वो बिलो 2 फीट वाटर के अंदर उसको पकड़ ही नहीं सकते। सो दिस इज़ माई स्ट्रैटेजी। जो भी मेरे पोजीशन इनके अंदर आएगा उनको नहीं छोड़ूंगा मैं। दिस इज़ माई स्ट्रैटेजी, सो आई वॉन्ट।
I was trying to come up with some one-liners on both these players. I referred to Arif during commentary as the Sehwag of the cricket world. Boom, boom, boom. You're throwing me a ball, I'm going to hit it. And for me, K. Srinivas is the Chanakya of Carrom. You are a very intelligent player. Your strategy is brilliant, and the sequencing of your coins, the way you take, is so absolutely superb.
Yeah, actually, I used to play with opponents. Generally, if I miss also, I should get a chance. This is my approach all the time I used to do, and this is my success. And I made a white slam in the 16 and 20. So I got slam and I won the title. Thank you.
Now, when you were playing against Arif, did you have a clear-cut strategy outlined before the match started, or your approach is kind of a one size fits all? मतलब सभी ओपोनेंट के साथ मैं अपना ही खेल खेलूंगा चाहे सामने कोई भी हो.
It's a depend upon player because Arif is an attacking player. So I used to manage both things and offense and defense. If I miss anywhere, he can come up. So he came up in second game. I catch him on first game. So second game he lead and then I made again slam.
Don't you guys love the smile on this face of the world champion, K. Srinivas? Now you guys can play the song Champion.
So this is going to be a photo op from Carrom.
Congratulations. आपको भी. आपको भी.
Hey, since we have the final champion, now the boards that they played on is going to be one of the most precious ones. I'm sure our sponsors would love to take it. Yeah.
We have a special moment coming up where the world champion K. Srinivas will sign the Carrom board. So please stay here.
Yes, I
It's a signature. It's a signature would be right word, right? We want that. We want that. Just sign it.
Rahul, I think there's a small wiping cloth there.
Can you kneel down and sign so I can actually
There you go.
That is K. Srinivas's signature with a flourish. I'm sure at some point the players who accomplished success here will also sign on the board. This is to be given away to a lucky winner or a big sponsor. I think it's one of those. Photo ops are going on at the venue, smiles all over, and we are doing a great job. And this has been such a fascinating ride. It's been a fascinating ride for each and every one of the 200 plus players who are part of the 6th World Cup. This has been a very, very important journey at a personal level for K. Srinivas. I and he actually go back a long time. In 2018, I found myself in Hyderabad playing with the champ as part of a mini doubles tournament, and we won it all together. So, okay. So we have a newly crowned champion on the women's side, with Kazima pulling off something which is absolutely nail-biting, and now we have Srinivas repeating his success from a few years back. He is our 2024 6th World Cup men's champion. These are efforts of thousands of hours and millions of coins being pocketed in preparation for this journey. We thank the sponsors for bringing this to us and you in the audience. This is brought to you by Verizon and Agilysys, Trinamix. Cinco has been our equipment sponsor. Core Hive Computing and Madhuveer made it even more special. We have Cell Revolution providing a lot of technical equipment for us to work from, and Sunray and SBI wind up the sponsorships that we got. And this has been something absolutely amazing for all of us, a treat to the audience, and hope you loved it as much as we loved it bringing to you. I'm sure many of you all will go and see the replay, especially of that final board where Srinivas was full on showing the world how we close out games with a brilliant slam. A slam I was rooting for and asking for so many times did actually manifest at the very end. So it's been absolutely wonderful for us, the commentary team, Dr. Neelis Saab and myself, to be involved with this finals in a way that was meaningful, hopefully to all of you all listening and watching us live. We will surely have many more replays, and I'm sure the women's matches, the women's final is going to be watched a gazillion times more than this final. This final had a lot of moments, but do make sure that you go and watch the women's finals as well. There's a lot of grit, lot of nerve, youth versus experience, and a lot of those things which came into play. So it has been awesome. We're going to wind this down. We have a big banquet to be preparing for, and I would like to say it has been wonderful to journey with you in discovering the 6th Carrom World Cup. This is Murli Balasubramaniam, and it was Dr. Neelesh who was next to me saying goodbye and Shubhratri. Bye-bye.